coming up to it. Spread it out and get it laid out properly and get it ready to hook the blower to it. Be sure that you select a level area in order to put this blow up on so that it sets level and doesn't tip over. Be sure there's not any sticks or rocks or anything like that that's underneath the tarp, because that will protrude up and poke a hole in the blow up. So be sure there's no twigs or anything like that underneath. Do the same thing with the next one. As you bring it out, you can see this one's not rolled up properly, and we'll show you at the end how to properly roll these blow-ups back up. Once again, get your tarp spread out and get your blow-up centered on the tarp. Get the inlet in for the blower positioned in the right area, away from the area that the traffic's going to be coming up to it. Once again, be sure that there's no objects underneath the tarp that would cause a problem to blow up when you spread it out. As you can see, when it's not properly blown up, it's a lot harder to find out where the right end is. And hopefully, as we go through the remainder of the time of rolling it back up at the end, you'll be able to see how much easier it is to find the right direction to lay it out. Okay, once you get the tarp laid out, then you need to go to the tube and get your blower out and set it up, and then put the tube around the blower outlet. Once you do that, take the strap, run it around the outlet and secure it tightly so that it will not come off and also it will not leak. Once you do that, then go over to the other tube and fold it and put the tarp around it and tie it off so that it doesn't leak. You have an option of setting the blower up at either side, but the side that you don't use, be sure that you tape it off. Now you have the blower set up and you're ready to blow. Plug it into a receptacle, or if you're using a generator, we'll talk about that later on how to set it up. As you can see, the bounce has been blown up and it is ready to be staked down. And so the next thing is to get your stakes out and drive them in, and then tie it off to each corner. Once you do that, be sure to put the covers over the stakes so that they are properly protected and no one can get hurt on those. Be sure that you don't hammer on these covers. They're just PVC. When you get ready to hammer again, take them off. And this is the way that you should properly tie this off. This is the slide. As you can see, it has two taller tie-offs that are up higher. You need to be sure you tie those off also, and that you get all four corners staked in those two. Now you're ready for the young people and maybe even an adult occasionally to get in and bounce. But you need to be sure that you have the person stationed out there that have been trained, and or that each one are under supervision of someone that's been trained. You can use other people, but the person that has been trained in the use of these blow-ups has to be on the scene at all times. hopefully you'll have at least 2 people trained to be able to be there when the blow-ups are being used. Be sure before you let them down also that you go in and sweep them out and get all the grass out and any dirt or anything like that. And now we are in the process of taking this back down. So you go around and take off all your straps and all your tie downs and pull up your stakes, get them out of the way. You need to make sure when you blow up these blow-ups that you don't cover the outlets. Each one has an outlet to some air can be released from the front of them, and so don't block them off completely. As you can see, unplug the fan and let the blow-ups and inflatables deflate. And now you're ready to roll them up, and pay close attention to the way to roll them up. And get all the air out, let it deflate all the air, and then we're going to start folding them up. Alright, if you'll fold over one side over to the center, and then bring the other side over also to the center. Come all the way across to the top of that one. One side will come across to the top of the other side, and then you start from the opposite end from where the tubes are that you hooked on to with the blower. And you'll have a couple people rolling, and you roll it up just like you would a sleeping bag. And you have 1 or 2 people in front of it pushing the air out as you go along. As you can see, what a tight roll they have on this. They have to take it slow and let the air ease out the end as you get it there. And then once you do that, then you keep rolling